Alright, so today we're gonna cut out patterns for tote bags using selvedge denim. The beauty using the selvedge denim is because you have the selvedge ends, you don't need to worry about how the top finishes off, which generally is one of the complicated. So here we have PDFs of the patterns that are gonna be available online. So we want to come to a clean end, you place your pattern, and depending on how long you want the bag or how short you want the bag, you can make your own adjustments, but roughly we'll just start by moving the fabric to the edge. So from the top we have our ruler and our tape measure. We're just gonna come here to the line. So this is a simple bag that you can take every day as you go. Just whatever small things you gotta bring in your hand. Phones. So we want to leave some room for sewing. We want to have the ends nice and neat. Okay, so here we've dropped basically ½ an inch. We're gonna take the same half on the other side. Now the pattern that we've posted online is sewn in parts. So you have a left side pattern, you have the right side pattern, you have the placement of the pocket, which the pocket is 6 by 5. Which you'll cut out, and you have side panels. So the side panels are technically 3.5 by 12, and you have your bottom. So you're gonna cut 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 sides. So you're gonna make 6 cuts. And so in terms of fabric, you can do this with 1 yard of fabric, ½ a yard of fabric, and depending on your comfort level, if you're just doing a simple tote, you can adjust your ends to accommodate smaller or bigger. Like this bag has been done to this size with leather. You can use denim, you can use leather. Okay, so let's continue marking out. So we've done 1 mark. So you would land here, and depending on your comfort level and your space, you're gonna need 1 mark. Depending on the type of fabric you're using, we're gonna leave the selvedge ends exposed, so we're not gonna cut to here, we're not gonna sew at this section. We're only gonna sew the sides and the bottom, and so we're cutting around this way, right? So here you line this up as well, and you go here. So technically I want to give a little bit more room. Come here, you're cutting to there. Okay, and then we're coming down here. So at the end of the day, we're gonna be 12. I've left a little bit of room here, I'm not turning there. I've come a little bit deeper, right? You can go a little bit tighter, a little bit deeper, it's all based on what you believe your needs are. I've come into here. Okay. So this is the left side, a very sharp scissors. And I've done this pattern construction in a way that you can really print this at home very easily, or go to a local print shop where the print process shouldn't cost an arm and a leg. We will also provide selfage kits if anyone wants to create this using selfage. So you clean off to here. Okay, so we have one side, the left side. The left side can or cannot use a pocket depending on how many pockets you think you need. I've just allocated room for one pocket. So we've just basically, you just drop this over and you're gonna get the same amount of product here. Bring this to the edge as close as possible. Okay, I've got my two sides. Now, so I've got my left side and I've got my right side. I need my little pockets now. You know, you can also, okay, let's just get a pocket. If I do the pocket with the selfage top, I can just square off an edge right here. A lot depends on how much fabric you actually have. Like if you have half a yard, you want to make use of your cuts. I've given a little room on the cut here because I'm gonna sew around the edges, or if you want to be exact, there's 3 different ways you can do this, right? You can sew around the edges so your edges are clean. You can fray out the edges so you have a fray edge, like how denim would look when it's been worn a while. Or you can use the selfage edges. So here I've cut this, I have to square it out, but I'm gonna sew around my edges. Okay, so now we need the sides. So we go in here again. Let's take the sides this way. Now we need the sides and we need the bottom because of how we did the cutting. So the sides are gonna be, here's your sides. We need 2 of those. Okay, and we need the bottom, which conveniently, how this fabric is already cut in a box style, we have it allocated. Okay, so you only need 1 piece of bottom. You need a little bit of sewing room at the bottom, so you need 9.5 by 3.75. Let's just measure it. This is 10. Then we come down here. We're just shy of 4. So we're just gonna come across. So we have sewing room. Okay, so that's 1 bottom. And then you need the sides. The sides, we need 2 side panels, 3.75 by 11.5. Now if you don't use the selfage top, you're gonna need to show a clean edge. And so you're gonna need a little bit more room, or you're gonna have to make a lip. Or you could just be like, hey, I'm gonna use the selfage side. If you use the selfage side, your top's already there and it's already done for you. Also, you maintain continuity with the selfage look all around. The beauty of the selfage, small production, loom, dyed, so on and so forth. So I have to square off the edge. And actually I should go over a little bit more, just in case I want room to do a French. Okay, so we come down here, that's 1 side. Generally, when you cut the pattern,